Expedia and Visit Scotland invite you to come experience the beauty that awaits in Scotland. The sweep of wild coastlines, quiet lochs, and untamed landscapes. Fresh cuisine that feels rooted in the land. Come experience the kind of stillness that stays with you long after you leave. Plan your Scottish escape today at expedia.com/Visit Scotland.
If we knew more about our sleep, what would we do differently? Would we go to bed at a consistent time or take steps to reduce interruptions to our sleep? With Sleep Score, Apple Watch measures your bedtime consistency, interruptions, and sleep duration. Then, every morning it combines these factors into an easy-to-understand score from 1 to 100. So you'll know how to take the quality of your sleep from okay to very high. Know your sleep score with Apple Watch. iPhone 11 or later required.
Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here. You're about to listen to a hypnosis session all about lifting the curse of unworthiness. I've been doing this way over a decade, seen thousands of clients, and one of the things that I've seen is that a lot of adults that feel unworthy or not good enough quite often had childhoods and upbringings where they had to earn love, earn validation. They were criticized frequently, and if they did something wrong, that was used as a weapon against them. If they didn't do what they were told, that was used against them. And the client that I work with in this session had that kind of upbringing. And what it meant is that into adulthood, they didn't really feel that they were worthy of healthy relationships. And therefore, that made them more dependent on the toxic relationships that they had with their family, which created the very conditions that kept their worthiness low, that stopped them having healthy relationships. And it's not uncommon to see these self-fulfilling prophecies. This uses a fairy tale metaphor of kingdoms and castles and once upon a time, type of narratives, so that the fairy godmother in this metaphor is her current self, going back, seeing her childhood and seeing how a curse was almost like a spell was cast over a child, and they started to believe things that weren't true. And then she gets to release and grant a wish to release this curse, to lift the curse. And that facilitated healthy relationships with mutual respect and consideration and kindness and healthy boundaries which are respected and understood, and that they felt worthy of that. And part of being worthy is also figuring out what you won't tolerate. If someone is disrespectful and deceitful and you allow them to continue to be a friend or a partner, you're kind of saying that you tolerate this and therefore you can expect more of it. So one of the key things that is absolutely essential for healthy relationships actually is healthy boundaries. And this covers both lifting the curse of the old belief systems, but feeling empowered to have these healthy boundaries. And healthy boundaries doesn't mean you're a dictator and saying, right, you have to do this or I'm out. That isn't a healthy boundary. Healthy boundaries are communicated from a place of clarity. Hey, this is really important to me. What's important to you? Those kind of language, it doesn't have to be dictatorial. It can be very casual, but if you have a boundary or a need that's absolutely important and someone disregards that and there is no consequence, expect more of that thing that you want, and then you're no longer in a healthy relationship, you're in an unhealthy relationship. So if you can connect or resonate with any of these concepts and ideas, you're probably going to get some value from this one. It was created for a client. They happen to be female. Some of those references are used in this hypnosis session. So if you like the idea of a bespoke session, check out a consultation call that you can schedule with me. The details for the consultation call are actually in the show notes, the description of this episode. So check that out. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be distracted or disturbed. Relax and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, give permission to release all of that heavy, draining emotions. You know the ones that have been holding you back, questioning yourself, questioning your value. So breathe out those heavy emotions and breathe in a wonderful feeling of pure, distilled worthiness. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you breathe. As your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I want you to think of an old storybook. Perhaps you can imagine finding a bookshelf filled with children's fairy tales. And I want you to imagine seeing a book with the title called The Curse. And just imagine picking up that book, opening it, and with every good children's fairy tale, there's pictures. And I wonder if you could imagine seeing a fairy tale castle in a fairy tale kingdom. And imagine what it would be like to float into the pages and discover a small child, perhaps just 4 or 5 years old. And I want you to imagine that you, in this story, are a fairy godmother with magical powers. And I want you to go back and see that child. See the house they grew up in, there within the kingdom. What that child was told, how much love they received, and whether love was unconditional or came with conditions, like doing what they're told, not questioning, not being too demanding. And I want you to get a sense that that child was hearing things throughout their childhood You can't trust anyone. You can't depend on anyone. You can only depend on me. Some people believe that words with emotion become spells. And what if those spells slowly, over time, created a curse? The curse of unworthiness. The curse of distrust. The curse of dependency. And I want you to see that child getting older, what they experienced to make this curse feel real. See what they were rewarded for and what they were punished for. I want you to get a sense that it was almost inevitable. This child would have been cursed. Because what if the curse was a belief that was never true? But the child grew up thinking that that belief was real, that they had to earn worthiness. They had to do things or be someone to receive love or affection. And I want you to see that child getting older, starting to defy that evil mother. And the moment they did, that mother that said, "You can trust me, you can count on me," suddenly took back that promise. The moment that they weren't willing to do what the evil mother was asking them to do. Because the evil mother didn't want healthy boundaries, mutual respect, consideration. That mother wanted loyalty, obedience. That mother wanted the daughter to be subservient, to be weak, because when they were weak, they could be controlled. And you've been watching all of this time as this fairy godmother, invisible. And I want you to see the time when that daughter leaves that kingdom to find a new kingdom, hoping that the curse will be lifted if they find a new place. And I want you to see that that child left the people, but took the curse with them. Because the curse was the beliefs that they were trained to believe. But you're the fairy godmother. You follow the child into the new kingdom, a kingdom with more sunshine. And I want you to see that some of the things that happened before are repeating again, not through lack of intelligence, but simply because they are believing what they believed before, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy where they don't feel worthy to have boundaries. So boundaries get eroded, so self-worth diminishes, and they feel less able to communicate their needs. And this whole cycle continues. But you are the fairy godmother, and you're willing to give a wish. And I want you to see that that child has become a woman. And I want you to ask what they wish for more than anything else. And maybe all they want is not treasure. What they want are healthy relationships. Is that too much to ask? And of course, you as the fairy godmother say, not at all, I will grant your wish. Imagine waving that magic wand, seeing energy, magic and sparkles flow from the wand to the child that became a woman. See a glow of energy around them. And maybe they look like you look now. But see something change when the magic happens. Like a switch has been clicked. Like a door has been opened. Like a new idea has taken root. And then as the fairy godmother told them, you are now worthy and deserving of healthy relationships. Relationships that might be friendships, a romantic relationship, even a work relationship, but you are worthy of relationships that have mutual respect, healthy boundaries, consideration, you for them and them for you. And they also give you the power to communicate your boundaries, communicate your needs, to be vulnerable and yet vigilant. It's true, you can't trust everyone, but it's also true that you can't trust nobody. But it's better to trust and then reevaluate when people through actions and words prove unworthy of trust. Better to give the benefit of the doubt and take that trust away when people aren't worthy of it than to keep trusting when they've proved unworthy, or to never trust and therefore never know if they were worthy of that trust. Because people unworthy of trust will let you down with the small things before they let you down with the big things. And that's why one of your boundaries is that you don't want a relationship where you will be lied to or disrespected. And if you see it, your boundary is to make a decision that this is not a relationship that you desire. You can only do that if you feel worthy of healthy relationships. And here's the paradox. If you don't have any healthy relationships, you will crave an unhealthy relationship just to meet that human need. But when most of your relationships are healthy relationships. You won't tolerate disrespect, deceit, indifference, manipulation. Why would you? Someone that's starving will eat rotten food. Someone well-fed will turn down food simply because they're not hungry. When you feel like you don't need it, then you can decide if you want it. And if from the perspective of that fairy godmother you can see that the curse has been lifted, that they are now worthy of healthy relationships, let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to see what that looks like in their future. Being worthy of healthy relationships means having a standard that you refuse to accept unhealthy relationships. Bad things happen to good people. You get what you tolerate, not what you deserve. And I want you to see that version of you where the curse has been lifted, with more confidence, more self-esteem, higher standards, and a refusal to beg for the crumbs. You either find what you're looking for, or you're happy to keep looking. And when you see that version of you, see it in your personal life, friendships, a romantic relationship, see it in your work life. You no longer tolerate disrespect, indifference from colleagues. See it in your family. Those that are considerate, respectful. You invest in those relationships. And those that prove incapable of doing that, your boundary is to create distance. Distance in location, distance in time, distance in communication channels. It's simply harder to connect with you if you've decided this is not a relationship that can be healthy for you. It's your criteria, no one else's. And then shift perspective from the fairy godmother into that version of you where the curse has been lifted. And imagine you're no longer in this fairy tale kingdom, you're in your reality, but still feel that the curse has been lifted. And imagine now what you will or will not tolerate in a friend, in a partner, in a colleague, in a family member. And think back when the curse was there, how much you did accept. And now the curse is lifted, what you refuse to accept. And the curse is lifted because you no longer believe what you were told as a child. That's why it doesn't work anymore. You can hear the words, but the wires have been snipped. It simply doesn't trigger you in the way that it used to. If anything, it makes you smile. You see what they're doing. These cult-like techniques don't work the moment you know what those techniques are. It's time to leave this fairy tale leave the curse way behind. You're different now. A wonderful door has been opened to wonderful new healthy relationships because you are worthy of them, deserving of them, and are no willing to tolerate anything less than a healthy relationship. So as you float back through the pages of a fairy tale, back into the present, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Connect and calibrate into the here and the now as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, so no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free, there will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.